Hey guys, welcome. We are live. We're looking at the bonus that Nina and I have decided to give you, which is the 4-step new normal process. The 4 steps to get through your hidden inner conflicts. And we're going to go through this very quickly. So basically, the areas of health, wealth, relationships, happiness, well-being begin with you, right? So you can't have those things by looking at those things. You have to look at yourself first and get really clear on who you are and what you are about before you can have these things, before you can have the health, wealth, relationships, happiness, and well-being. Getting through that means that you have to look at the hidden inner conflict inside yourself, which is an ongoing process, right? So we see the hidden inner conflict that comes up, gets dealt with through the 4-step process, and then the next layer of hidden inner conflict comes up, the next layer, the next layer. So this is an ongoing, continuous, eternal process that that mandates you to look inside yourself in order for you to have any of the things that you want in life. So the first step of the process is to look directly at your internal dashboard and to see where you are being frustrated today, to see where you are acting like a martyr, denial, the realities of your hidden inner conflict are these patterns that run your life. And so as these patterns become more and more prevalent in your life, more and more available to look at and to use, to see, the hidden inner conflicts are no longer hidden. I mean, basically what we're saying is once the hidden inner conflicts become known, they become usable as fuel to fuel you into your new normal reality. So the first step is to discover your old normal patterns that are going to be used as new normal fuel. Okay? Cool. So the patterns we're talking about are anger, anxiety, being abused. These concepts of these conversations of like, I don't have to, or I don't want to. You know, where are rules isolating you and putting you into a prison? You know, the rules that have been handed down by your parents, your tradition, your religion, your culture, all those sorts of things. And to ask the question, right? So the next step is to ask the question. I wonder where these rules are being activated in my life. I wonder how these patterns are showing up in my life, wherever they are, whatever these patterns are, and to be honest about these rules, right? Because one of the patterns that we see show up so much is people tend to lie to themselves about having these patterns, right? So the fact of lying to myself about having these patterns will become one of these patterns that we can work with. And so to ask the questions, you know, really gets down to where am I lying to myself about my reality, you know, and about my patterns. And so you have a bunch of questions there to begin strategically getting through the question process and start this momentum, the snowball rolling. All right. So then step 3 is to envision your life without these patterns. New Normal says I'm in the process of managing my patterns. These patterns are becoming fuel once they are known to me, once they are discovered. they are becoming known to me, and they are becoming usable to go into the next phase of my life, the new normal now. Right? So the new normal now is the ability to envision and then apply your reality to your next level of reality. And so bringing yourself to the imagination, right? So your imagination, you can imagine yourself feeling differently, receiving differently, embracing differently, moving toward what you want. It's really a very important thing here, to get the idea and to get your imagination firmly planted in what you will want to see as the relief from the old pattern. The final step, of course, is gratitude and honor. Gratitude and honor says, I appreciate this process. I appreciate knowing my old patterns. I appreciate being able to see clearly these old patterns and where they are, where they exist in my life, where they're living in my life, and the impact that it has brought to my life. I appreciate that. I appreciate this process. The process of new normal is the appreciation of the reality, the enlightenment, should you say? Everybody wants to talk about enlightenment, but nobody wants to talk about the dark. So I mean, it's like we're bringing light into the dark. So the process of bringing light into the dark has to be appreciated, has to be one that has honor and gratitude associated with it, because without the light there is no dark. Without the dark there is no light. And so bringing the light into the darkness really means moving through the prior three steps, and then coming to a final step that is honor and gratitude for the process itself. The process itself is life. So when you give honor and gratitude to the process of this new normal inner conflict management, you are giving honor and gratitude to your life. And that's really what it's all about. And so I go through this process, let me say this, I go through this process probably, hundreds or thousands of times a day, right? So it's a continuous momentum that is built, and the maintenance that comes from that allows me to clean my energy system, clear my energy system, raise my vibration, and be helpful to myself, first of all, and then helpful to the other people around me, whoever may be within my close environment. We're really talking about having honor and gratitude to be helpful and to be of service to yourself and to the people around you. So this is a really short explanation of the tool that you have here as a bonus. Thank you very much. I'm here. I'm available. I want to help you. I want to help you move through this. The coaching part of our relationship is being able to make observations, external observations, right? So if it's a hidden inner conflict, the external world can see your hidden inner conflict. So it's hidden from yourself. It's not necessarily hidden from others outside yourself. And what we do in the world of coaching is we teach you to ask better questions. We teach you to observe in a way that is outside of your inherent pattern, outside the hidden inner conflict. So what my job is as a coach is to help you ask the better questions, more simple, better questions, in ways that will support your growth, support your development. So it would be really great for some of you, any of you, to contact me, and we do a discovery session. We say, okay, this is what I got going on, Kaleo, and we move this thing through. We move this forward, all right? The most important thing you can do for yourself is to find your hidden inner conflicts and deal with them in a powerful, positive way that moves you forward and allows you to serve other people. All right, take care. Love.